guys, Lewin here at GarageBand and Beyond for episode number 4 of Guitar Week. Oh my gosh, we're getting close to the end here. Today I'm here with this lovely little thing. This is the RO10 from Recording King Guitars. Solid spruce top, solid mahogany back and sides, Grover Rotomatic tuners on the back, bone nut, bone saddle, beautiful little glossy finish, nice little tortoiseshell binding here. This guitar sounds a lot different than everything else that I've shown you this week. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, or it's not better or worse, it's just a different tone. And that's sort of, again, what I'm been talking about in Guitar Week this entire week is guitars you probably haven't seen or probably don't know much about. So this is more of a triple O guitar style. Triple O meaning that it's a little bit narrower. It's definitely narrower in the waist here and in the shoulders. Sort of has the big bout right here, sort of like a dreadnought. Definitely feels like a dreadnought under my arm, except for the fact that it's a little bit shallower. So again, ladies, if you're looking for like a dreadnought-ish guitar, triple O style would be great for a lot of women out there. It just sort of, it's a lot more comfortable to get around this guitar. C-shaped neck on the back here, another C-shaped neck, really beautiful. Rosewood fretboard, which I really like the fretboard on this one. I like the fretboards on all of them, but something about this fretboard seems really nice under my hand. But this tone of a triple O guitar like this RO10 right here, is a lot different, and how do I describe it? It's a more of a compact sound, It's not really bassy, it's not really bright, it's not really, not like the resonator guitar or anything like that. It's just a more compact sound. It's a nice sound, it's a vintage sound. It has that vintage guitar sound, that it's true. You can tell. I wish I knew more like old-timey songs, Oh, you know what I could do? There's something sort of old-timey for you to hear. This guitar, it's a very particular sounding kind of guitar, so I would definitely recommend, if you have a local shop that sells the RO10, to go play one for yourself, because this is it's a unique sound that I personally love. When I first got exposed to this particular body style, it was from our good friend Marty Schwartz at GuitarJams.com. This is very similar to his Martin guitar. Again, although his has rosewood back and sides. This is mahogany back and sides. But similar, basically the same shape, same depth. It's not a dreadnought guitar. And, it's just, that was the first time I had ever been exposed really to a Martin guitar like that. I think his is from the 70s. I don't know right off the top of my head exactly what year. I think it's early 70s or something like that. Beautiful guitar. And this guitar reminds me very, very much of his guitar. Now, you got to go look at the price of this guitar too. Of all these guitars that I'm showing you this week, it's worth checking out the prices, because the prices are nuts. The prices are crazy. You're getting an all solid guitar. This is more X-braced with scalloped bracing under there. Hand scalloped. You know what I mean? These are dudes tone tapping these things and shaving it off, tone tapping it more, and then gluing it in the guitar right when it sounds, after they've tone tapped it and it sounds exactly the way they want it to sound, then they glue it in. That's a very specific skill to have, No robot out there can really do it the way a human can do it, and everybody's finger's a little different, everybody's ear's a little different. It's just a really unique thing, scallop bracing, and you can always hear the difference in a guitar with scallop bracing. It's just, there's no way around it. You always hear it, and that's the way Martin does it, and that's the way Recording King does it, and that's something to be paying attention to, You're not paying Martin guitar prices with these guitars. Now, if you're the kind of person that likes finger picking and strumming on the same exact guitar, this is probably going to be the only guitar in the bunch that I've shown you that's really perfect for both. The neck is a little bit wider than, your standard guitar neck. It's not too small, not too big in the back. It's nice, comfortable, very comfortable neck, I'll say that. But the spacing, the width of this neck is somewhere between your typical Dreadnought and something like the ROS 06, which is much wider neck, and it makes it, the wider necks make it easier to finger pick, but if you then want to switch over to a regular pick, it gets a little bit tricky. Like for me, when I play with my ROS 06 out live, I've noticed that, if I'm, doing the finger picking thing, it's great. But then when I switch over to picks and I want to do like lead stuff, I fumble a little bit because the spacing is a little bit greater than I'm used to. So, the guitar like this is really good for doing both because it's somewhere in the middle. You don't fumble. I don't fumble at all when I'm doing, when I'm doing single note stuff. If I fumble, it's because I just made a mistake. Right? Make a mistake. Anyway, this is really good at doing both. So if you've been watching Guitar Week and wondering, that's maybe the neck is too wide or the neck's too thin or whatever, this is a great sort of in the middle of the road for that concept. Now, the other thing is, this is just a simple, inexpensive guitar. And yesterday I made that, I dropped the bombshell about buying a Gibson or buying a Recording King over a Gibson. And again, this is the same thing. Like if you don't know anything about triple O guitars and you're sort of like, I want to get one, but I don't want to spend an armload of money to buy it, to get one. And I would say get a Recording King, unless you go down to the, the factory or where you go to your local shop and they have whatever brand guitar in this style that you love, buy whatever you love. I'm just telling you that this is certainly something that should be on your guitar radar. You know what I mean? This is the RO10, and I definitely think it's worth your time to check it out. It's a very cool sounding guitar, very comfortable to play, and that's it. It's just it's another very nice guitar from Recording King. Yay, Recording King. Good job, you guys. Another one. Very good. All right. So, of course, check out the Facebook page. We've been talking about Guitar Week all week there. And subscribe to my channel, blah, 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 blah. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.